the girl suddenly heard a clear chirping sound. She looked down and found a nest of goose eggs under the tree. She was about to reach out and touch them when a faint sound came from inside the shells again. So the girl took the goose eggs home and put them in a drawer to wait for them to hatch. The next day, the girl opened the drawer, and the sight in front of her shocked her. The goslings were hatching, and she watched quietly for a long time. Her father, who had returned home and found the girl gone, hurried out to look for her. He went to the barn and found the girl asleep on a pile of hay, surrounded by a group of goslings. Her father gently covered her with a blanket and turned to leave. Just then, the girl woke up and told her father that she wanted to adopt them. Her father nodded and agreed to her. From then on, the goslings regarded the girl, whom they had seen first, as their mother. Wherever she went, the goslings followed closely behind. But the girl had to go to class during the day, so her father had to take care of the goslings. After consulting a ranger, the father learned that geese migrate south, but the flock had already left. Once, the girl rode her bike forward, and the goslings chased closely behind. Seeing this, her father suddenly had a bold idea. Since they couldn't find a flock of geese, why not build a plane to lead the way themselves? With the girl's approval, they began to carry out the plan to win the goslings' trust. Her father dressed up like a goose and walked back and forth in front of them, but the goslings only recognized the girl, so the girl first ran with them. Then she guided them to follow her father. Finally, the goslings were willing to trust their father. Day by day passed, and the goslings' feathers gradually grew plump, ready to fly at any time. Her father thought it was time for a test flight, but when the plane took off, the goslings just stood still. No matter how hard the girl tried, they refused to move. The girl had to hide in the grass, and the next second, the goslings found her anyway. When her father was at a loss, the girl secretly flew the plane by herself. This time, the goslings followed her into the sky. But due to a lack of flying experience, she didn't fly far before crashing into a nearby fence. Her father rushed over anxiously, and luckily, the girl wasn't hurt. After this accident, her father decided to fly with her. Under her father's guidance, the girl mastered flying skills in just one day. The geese in the cage saw her flying, pecked through the ropes, rushed out, and flapped after her. But one goose didn't want to fly, so the girl called out to it via walkie-talkie. With the girl's encouragement, the goose finally took flight, but it accidentally crashed into the wing and fell into the forest. They searched for a long time and finally found the goose. When they returned home, they found the other geese missing, but soon located and rescued them. The southward journey officially began then. They led the flock over the school, flew over the small town, passed through the city, and headed for a farmland. She soared with the geese, as if painting a picture of life and nature. As the sun set, the girl led the geese over the last town. People looked up and praised them. At that moment, the girl looked steady, leading the flock across lakes and over wetlands. At the goose habitat, people waited for the girl's arrival. Suddenly, the crowd cheered as the girl appeared with the flock. Then the girl landed slowly, and the geese successfully landed on the water, playing freely in the lake.